It's your boy Terry the Barber. My brother Effects is in the. Now hold on. Is it still Effects?
It's still Effects.
Effects, but no app.
Yeah, no app. Nah, it's Effects TV now.
Effects TV. Listen, man.
Yeah.
Me and his brother go back years.
Yes.
I've been so happy to see all of his growth, all of the things that you have brought to the barber game. What the question I have for you is, what do you bring to the barber game?
Well, you know, when I look at technology, anything like an Excel sheet or online booking, obviously, right? I always see it from my own lens and always trying to make it work, no matter what. So I'm the type of person, I can fit a square peg in a round hole type, right? So I'm going to use anything I can, however I can, and I'll manipulate it. So when it comes to technology, a lot of people don't implement the technology, right? So you might have a software that does like mass text messages, but if you don't actually ever set it up and take advantage of it, it feels like it doesn't do anything for you. You might have a software that builds an app for you, right? But if you never actually go in and build the app, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how good it is. AI is like that today. ChatGPT is incredible, can help you manage your business. I just did my taxes through ChatGPT before I sent it to my accountant.
Wow.
So I took, you know how you have your business, you'll have your monthly statements.
Yep.
I took all my monthly statements, uploaded all my bank statements to ChatGPT and told it to look through it and find out what my expenses were, just so I get that info, and then I told my accountant to do it, then I compared the two.
That's a bomb.
Point being is that there's a lot of technology out there, and there's different ways to use it. That's just how my brain works.
Yeah.
I got an accountant, but now there's this AI. I never ran it through AI before because it wasn't available. So what I try to bring to, here's another example. I'm working with Swire, right? Swire is going to hire me, and it's through Jay Majors. Jay Majors set up the interview basically. Jay jumps as a Zoom interview. Jay jumps in a Zoom interview, and he's backing me. Yeah, you know, you guys gotta mess with me. He's good. So they asked Jay an important question. They said, "What makes Erik different? What's his secret? What's his special sauce?" You know what Jay said?
What?
He's a translator. And I didn't understand. I said, "What you mean, Spanish to English?" He goes, "He's really good at explaining technology to barbers." So I think to wrap it up in a sum, like, what do I bring to the barber industry? I am able to, because I'm not a barber, right? Barbers will be like, "Man, that's good. Let me try it. Oh man, let me go finish this cut." 3 weeks go by, you never actually did the thing, right?
Yep.
You might buy a set of mics and be like, "Oh, this is gonna help me," but then you don't use it for 2 months.
Absolutely.
Right? You feel what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
But if it's a new clipper, they're definitely gonna implement that. But when it comes to technology, a lot of guys will see it, learn it, but not actually do it. I'm all about implementation and seeing it help your business.
So what else you got going on?
So right now, I'm also working with Barberview TV.
Barberview
TV, listen, they have been coming to every single hair show all over the country. They help with the production. So everything you see on the Jumbotrons, that's Barberview TV.
Yeah.
And then we take a lot of that content and we do post-production. We create a lot of reels and social media content for J Majors, for CT, for LV, all of that. But here's the thing. What we decided was, we go to all these barber battles, let's create an online version, an online barber battle. So we did that and we called it the Copy the Cut Challenge.
Yep.
The Copy the Cut Challenge. So the idea was to do a hybrid battle, okay? Meaning, when the pandemic hit, everything was online, right? But then once the pandemic was over, everything was in person. But I saw a lane for both.
Yeah.
How do we do some online barber battles, right? Which again, there's software that does that.
Yeah.
You Google it, you'll find it. But I actually did it. So what we did was, at the CT Barber Expo, we announced it. We had over 120 people registered to be part of the Copy the Cut Challenge.
Wow.
Then the day of the first challenge, we sent them a link and they joined a Zoom call. So we had 120 barbers from all over the country competing in one battle.
Wow.
And they was joining in from the basement, the garage, the barber shop, barber suites, barber school.
Yeah.
Some were Tyreek School. Some of his students signed up. They was literally in the clinic floor cutting hair. So all of them came. Then we had Team Tank and Team Prince. So what we did, it was Tank versus Prince, but they were just coaches. So they were coaching. So they picked the team. They moved forward with about, I think it was 20 and 20. The next round, they eliminated a few. We got down to 15. We got all the way down to the semifinals, right? And they picked their two best. Those two, we flew them out to Las Vegas, and they did their final haircut at the pre-party.
That's amazing.
So that was the idea, to do a hybrid. So we did 4 episodes live on Zoom, streamed it live to Instagram, and that barber. So now people, instead of going to barber battles every month, traveling, flying, and all that, they were able to do it online.
So how frequent do you do these battles?
So we're gonna pick our next round, our next season, basically, coming up soon. Because I think Jay was a little opposed to it, because he loves the in-person.
Of course.
So he was like, nah, we ain't doing it. I'm like, Jay, trust me. So finally he gave me the green light, so that, because what we really needed was we want to do the final episode always at a location. Because as much as things are online, we don't want to do everything online.
Yeah.
We still want to be at an event. So Jay got Squire to sponsor the pre-party. He's like, okay, we're going to do a pre-party, pool deck. You got the stage. You can do your final battle there.
Wow.
So, listen, the funny part is me and Mario so Mario is the owner of Barber TV. We said we're going to do it in Vegas no matter what. So whether we do it at the LV Barber Expo, the pre-party, we go down the street, we do it in the casino, we're going to do it.
Yeah.
So as we were moving towards it, Jay said, I think I can put you on the pre-party stage. So I said, let's do it. Wow. So we did it last night. So here's what's crazy, right? Watch this. I'll show you this. We posted it last night. In one day, less than 24 hours, how many views we got?
45,000 views. They got 440 likes, 283 comments. And it's sent out 1.3.
Now look at how many.
Crazy.
How many responses?
That's fire, bro.
How many responses?
1,400 responses, bro.
So with 1,400, so what we did was we said the last episode, since it's the coach's final one, we'll let the audience decide. So we posted and we did a poll. Well, here's the thing: 1,400 people. Look at, we couldn't crown the winner.
It's 50-50.
It's 50-50.
Wow.
So we was gonna announce it. Tank and Prince went on stage to announce the winner. It was 41-49, and by the time they put their phones up, it was 50-50. And it's still 50-50 right now.
That's crazy, though. That's crazy.
Yeah, with 1,500 people in one day.
It's crazy how far technology could take the next step of what the barber game is really going on.
Do polls exist? Does Instagram Live exist? Do these mics exist? Does AI exist? Yes. But if you're not implementing it into your business in some way, then it's all for nothing. You know what I mean?
That's a fact, brother. But I definitely appreciate you for all that you do. Years you've been doing it, from changing the game to telling barbers to have their own app, telling barbershops to have their own app, and to change the narrative of what it really was to what it is. And without you creating a format for Tariq, there would be no Tariq Talk Tuesday. And me being the type of person that seen that and took that and copied it to do my intro morning Monday, to like really bring awareness to what's going on. So I appreciate you for what you bring to the game.
And listen, Tariq is my best friend. I get emotional talking about him, but I still work with him today. I stepped away from Effects Apps. I sold the business to Squire. I work with Squire, I work with Books, I work with Barber TV. Like I work wherever I can. But I still work with Tariq at Premier Barber Institute, still do Tariq Talk Tuesday, still edit his content, still doing it. Because that man put me on in ways that, I'll never be able to repay.
Salute to that, yeah. But I thank you for all that you do.
Yes,
if nobody tell you today that we appreciate you, Terry the Barber going to tell you that.
Hey, man, thank you. I appreciate that, man.
Always love.
Absolutely.
The boy Terry the Barber Radio Show podcast, we out. Peace.